Hi, I'm Barry Ostrowski. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we believe that everyone needs to be informed about the important healthcare issues affecting their lives. That's why we're proud to support the important educational programming produced by the Caucus Educational Corporation.
Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by these public-spirited organizations, individuals, and associations committed to informing New Jersey citizens about the important issues facing the Garden State. Promotional support provided by NJ.com. Small news, big news, true Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. My name's Steve Adubato. More importantly, this is the 18th annual Stand and Deliver Night of Eloquence. 18 years ago, I'll get right to the point, we thought that the young men and women in Newark needed an opportunity to express themselves, to learn about leadership and communication. We know that young men and women in suburban, wealthier, more affluent, comfortable environments, let's just say that they have certain opportunities that these young men and women just don't have. And so that's why we decided to start this program. So 18 years later, stronger than ever. We started with, 60 young men and women, and today there are over 500. That's right, 500 young men and women in this program. I ask you to keep your enthusiasm tonight, keep your spirit alive, and continue to show the love.
They ask us, why Newark? Because they hate the place. Because the first thing they think of when they go up here is leaving. Because here, bullets fly, times are hard, and jobs are scarce. But why not Newark? Why not a good education and the opportunities that it provides? Because we, all of us, are Newark. And as we point fingers at our own home, we allow others to do the same. Why not Newark? Why not the cherry blossoms at Branch Brook Park and the jazz festivals at Ivy Hill? They say Newark equals violence and that our communities are unsafe, but no. Newark equals beauty. And believe it or not, our transit system is top in the nation. And our colleges are ranked among the best in the nation. So why then? Why do they only see the bad? Why are we counted out as a great city, yet looked at first as a dangerous one? Why Newark? Because I have pride in where I come from. And throughout all the bad, the media, the critics, I still appreciate my home because I live and breathe Newark. And throughout all the bad, I will never forget my roots. So why not?
They said, spell father, dear. M-O-T-H-E-R. They looked at me in shame and said, this isn't a game, and you failed. Please remain back at your seat as I reveal the correct answer, please. I yelled, I screamed, a father to me is a woman who raised me, took care of me, bathed me, watched me grow, and gave me wisdom. Turned on the heat when I was cold, went without, made miracles when it was dark out like a blackout, and still shined even when the lights were out. One who would make up lies before seeing me cry. Who's been there through thick and thin, sunk so I can swim, and throughout all my attitude, she never gave up. She may have scars and sometimes want to walk beyond the stars. And through it all, I've loved my mother. Throughout all her flaws, M-O-T-H-E-R. They looked at me in deep thought as I exhaled. F-A-T-H-E-R. A boy. A boy who had me, but I grew up before. A boy that took his anger out on everybody else just to protect his stormy weather. A boy who wouldn't even acknowledge me. A boy that didn't even know my name. A boy who would show up in times of need that was late because of greed. A boy. F-A-T-H-E-R. They looked at me again as I began to rhyme again as I pronounced father as M-O-T-H-E-R. They said, "You have won because the man of your father is equal to a queen who took care of you and raised you as you believed." And I smiled as I pronounced father as M-O-T-H-E-R. Thank you.
There is a boy who lives on the street, always alone and never has enough to eat. When he walks down the road, he makes sure his confidence shows. But when he's all alone and under the bridge, tears fall down his cheeks, and he feels scared and weak. But he will not let that bring him down. There's a girl who looks like she's got it all. But the truth is, people have never seen her fall. Always trying to please everyone, never thinking of herself. And then disappointment comes and wipes a smile off her face. But she will not let that bring her down. There is a woman who is being physically abused. Days later, when the pain sets in, you can see a purple bruise. On the outside, she's laughing, but on the inside, she's screaming for help. She tries to act as if it's all fine. Give him more time, he'll see the light. But here is the night, and it never ends. United they stand, hand in hand, with all of their heartaches and insecurities. They've cried so many tears, had so many fears, but now it is time to just believe. Thank you.
Michelle Adubato is not just simply my younger and little sister, but way more important than that. She's an educational trailblazer. She's a leader who cares deeply about those with autism, but she cares just as deeply about the young men and women in the Stand and Deliver program and all the challenges they face, but the opportunities that are ahead of them. And it's for those reasons and many others that the Stand and Deliver program is proud to present the first of two Dr. Martin Luther King Leadership Awards to Michelle Adubato.
If I can tell you one thing about my journey, the idea that I could give of my life, the service to my community, makes me who I am. It's not what I do, it's who I am as a person. And I'm humbled and I love that. So to be your true, authentic self at age 50-something is just a gift from God. And all of you struggling out there, you young people, continue to be the change. Continue to fight.
Stop, please. The violence is overwhelming, putting your family's lives in danger. What message are you sending? Your younger brothers and sisters need a good beginning to the chapters of their lives. They don't need an early ending. Do you want to go to your sister's funeral 2 weeks before her graduation? Do you want to see your brother in a wheelchair due to some gang complication? Do you want to see your mother in a hospital bed, breathing through a tube, being so close to dead, all because you weren't using your head? Do you want to get hurt? Now, I know some of y'all blame your recklessness on your dad being no good, but all people really hear you say is, Mama never could. Mama never could raise me right, even though she worked 365 days, but still came home and fed me at night. Now, forget the teachers and the counselors who try to change who you are. Think about your mother for once. I know you think you're helping by bringing money home, but all you really do is hurt your mama's soul.
To see more Caucus New Jersey with Steve Adubato programs, visit us online at steveadubato.org. If you would like to express an opinion, email us at info@caucusnj.org. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Steve Adubato, PhD. And follow us on Twitter at Steve Adubato.
This is my canvas. Dad got it for me using up to the last penny on his paycheck. But I wanted a new canvas. This one has brown splotches bursting on every corner. I didn't ask for this on my canvas. Oh, and can you believe that this is my paintbrush? It has dried red paint all over the bristles. Even then, I know I have to work with what I have. And finally, these are my paints. I think I'll begin by painting the color yellow. Yellow, because it's warm. Like the way my father looks at me and smiles when he tells me he's proud of me. I think I'll paint some blue over these brown splotches. Blue, like the way my father feels when he doesn't know if tomorrow he'll be able to provide food on the table, clothes on my back, or shelter over my head. Blue, like the way exploited workers feel when they spend more time working for private businesses than they spend with their families. Now I no longer feel blue. I feel this pain and this anger for what people have had to go through. I stripe this canvas with red. Red from the pain of knowing that slavery still exists. Perhaps not because of ethnic differences, but because of the kind of socioeconomic disadvantages that makes one vulnerable to being trafficked. I stripe this canvas with red. Red from the disappearances of over 19,000 of my Black and Latina sisters because people have failed to #find our girls. I strike this canvas with red. Red from the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Red from the indignation felt by Palestinians because their humanity has been overlooked. God, if you exist, why can't you just do something to make it all just stop? And then I realized we have been given paintbrushes to make something of our lives, to make something of our world, and to ultimately make something of our canvas.
If, in fact, we were to get in any way distracted by the facts that we face every day, there would be an individual like Ryan Haygood who would remind us that those are the facts, but there is a truth. Ryan, in his way, as president and CEO of the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice, ensures that we understand that the truth is that we are here for a reason, that no one has hit this planet at this time, at this point in the trajectory of the history of the world by coincidence.
What I think is needed right now is a group of young people who are armed with an understanding of the times in which we live, who can be critical of those times, but who can also fashion solutions to the challenging times in which we live. And change, folks know as students of history in this room, change has always, always, always come from the ground up in our communities. It has never come from Washington, D.C. down, even now. And so if what we want is to build an inclusive democracy, if what we want is to interrupt systems that deny human dignity and human respect to all Americans, if what we want is a criminal justice system that does not oppress people of color and other communities more broadly, if what we want is an inclusive democracy broadly, we have to create that from the ground up.
Social media has made your friend your follower and your follower your friend, redefining what it means to have a true connection. You are lurking in the shadows of our friendship. In real life, I'd keep you at a distance. In real life, I'd actually have to tend to you to keep your attention. What does it mean when we meet one time and you ask for my Instagram so we can keep in touch? We are perfectly sustainable without virtuality, yet we have normalized this social crutch. I give you my handle and we never speak again. Yet we count it in on each other's lives like Russian spies, collecting data, making each other feel like we matter, showing extra love with the comment above, even though in real life we couldn't be sadder. Two-dimensional liaisons lack foundation. That's the point I'm making. Two-dimensional anything lack true depth and congruency. These interactions aren't even based on integrity because I'm just trying to make the best impression. Meaning I post what I want you to see. Meaning that what you saw and think you liked wasn't even the real me. Now, what does that say about you? Now, what does that say about you? That you're gullible and fall easily for artificiality? What does that say about me? That I'm a low-key propagandist? A manipulative falsifier? A liar? If so, then everybody in this generation is. We are all self-publicists. But we don't do it for free. We do it for social currency, and that is likes, tags, views, and emojis. Smiley faces with heart eyes, smiley faces with teary cries, smiley faces with dollar signs. My smiley face is paralyzed. Due to all the lies technology allows me to tell, exclamation marks but no yell, LOLs but no laughter. Technology is like tomorrow because you never know enough about it and you can't stop it. You just look forward to it. And it seems like we're looking forward to nothing but screens, digital friendship bracelets, virtual marriages, electronic pregnancies, and technological miscarriages. I'm on a mission to making real life again. I said, I'm on a mission to making real life again. We can't let technology take the human out of us. I'm on a mission to making real life again. Replenishing the origin of pad and pen.
I'm supposed to be a leader, but how do I lead? Can I say how I feel? Or can I say how I dream? If I lie, do I come clean? Or if someone messes with me, do I turn mean? Man, it takes a lot for me to lead, but I'm gonna try and see if I succeed. But I tried, and I continue to fail. Following somebody else's footsteps, but to kids, I'm just a big fat whale. But I tried something different. And you know what I found out? That I'm an overachiever. Didn't need my mom, didn't need my brother, didn't need my sister, didn't need my father. All I needed was me, and now I'm on a path to continue to lead. Thank you so much.
Growing up, there are many roads that I have taken. Some were challenging, demanding, daring, testing, and confusing. Others were painless, effortless, simple, straightforward, and elementary. But one thing I have learned while on these paths to life is that there are newly found ideas and testimonies to pick up on every journey you make. The roads you take may not define you, but they are necessary building blocks of life. They open doors to changes. My grandfather once said, "The roads you take today leads to your tomorrow." They are the maps of life that we don't know of, that many describe as destiny, but are lying somewhere waiting. Just because you haven't found them does not mean they are not there. You need to uncover the mysteries hidden within life and explore those discoveries. Remember, greatness is found within. So close your eyes, locate your soul, find yourself, and what do you see? Are you traveling on the road you desire, chasing your dreams, living the way you want in order to feel the freedom you have as an individual? Or are you hiding? Has fear restricted your dreams? Please don't tell me you have given up your position as the puppeteer just to become a lifeless object on strings. Will you be bold and take a step forward? Will you be resilient enough to get back up after you run and fall down? Will you make your own mistakes and learn from them? Will you take risks, make changes, rise up to challenges in order to fight for the rights you have as an individual? Will you take the high road, the rough road, the low road for your rights? Will you be the great change? Because sometimes the foreign ideas we open our hearts to are here to stay.
Peace. We dream of a life of peace. Oh, please, that will always be a dream. It's sad to say that people will always have their schemes, and that peace is a mere dream in our reality. And we and that peace is a mere dream in our reality. Never mind said dreams. Too many times we try to redefine all of those bad times. We make them out to be something nice and sweet, when in reality, we're counting those crimes on our mind, body, spirit, and soul. The world is starting to take a toll, but there are things that we could do. Let us stand up against violence. Don't close your eyelids. There's no peace in silence. Let us not dwell on our ignorance while building a fence of self-defense while we arm our children for wars that make no sense. It's sad to say I see humanity going down the drain, and there's no water or rain that can wash this pain. But peace is something the world needs. So let us turn our back on greed. Let us stand up and be the change. Thank you. I read a mistake.
Stay there. Hey, come on. Listen, you stayed up and you did this. You hung in. You know what I mean? Put your hands together for Paul Walker. Listen. So let me ask you this. Paul, I don't want to put any extra pressure on you, but listen to me. When people get up here, and that program is called Stand and Deliver, it's not called sit on your butt and watch other people get up and stand and deliver while you just watch the parade go by. So Paul had a moment, and he could have folded. And a lot of people fold. They say things like, I'm uncomfortable and I can't do it. But Paul stayed. And that's leadership. That's courage. That's staying in the game. And so that's why this Stand and Deliver program and people like Paul make us proud. Not because you do it flawlessly, it's because when something happens, you get up, you get back in the game, you don't quit, because that's what Newark is all about. That's what Brick City's all about. I'm proud of you.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by these public-spirited organizations, individuals, and associations committed to informing New Jersey citizens about the important issues facing the Garden State. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.
You may not have heard of TAVR. Raj and Sandhya have. It's the minimally invasive alternative to open heart valve replacement. RWJ Barnabas Health is New Jersey's leading TAVR provider, and we continue to perfect it. Patients are often back to their lives in just a few days. Innovative valve replacement surgery. Because you can't be replaced. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.